I need more time. No mana.
You disgrace her sanctity. The enemy returns. This world must be purged. Salvation was never Divinity's curse.
Okay, quick overview of the character. It's basically a standard Rampage Titan, but with the new 0.5 toys to play with, namely Vestige of Darkness and the Rune of Renown, which helps with glory generation. And more importantly, the reworked Paquette's Pact. I don't know how to pronounce this, I'm just gonna call it that. So this used to be a useless corrupted blood support, but now it's a better life tap. So what does it do? It synergizes well with Zerphi's Infamy. So Zerphi's Infamy is basically 50% more damage. So, but the downside is it's gonna make your attack supported by it cost 50 glory. And to gain that glory, you have to spend 5% of your life on other skills. So basically, you'd have to spend 1,000 life. So what Paquette's Pact does is, for every consecutive cast, it chunks your life by 10%. So it's a big mana cost, and it instantly makes your Rampage like castable in 3 cast. So it's easier than life tap, because if we use life tap, I can show it here. If we use life tap, I think it's more cast, but you're safer. Let's just put a few mana modifiers for it.
I can't yet.
Yeah, so I think how many casts did that take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Paquette's Pact basically puts it down to, I think, 2?
I'm not ready.
Yeah, 2 if you have casted this skill recently. If not, it's 3 because you have... Sorry. So let's wait 4 seconds. So the recently tag expires. So right now it's, I think, 3 cast. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's how you synergize it with Zerphi's Infamy. Zerphi's Infamy is really good. If I take it off, it's a huge chunk of my damage. Like right now, at max rage, I think it's almost 50,000. Yeah, it's 40,000 at max rage. So that's a huge chunk of damage. So how do we sustain our life if we're spending it while casting? Oh, sorry. Before that, I'll explain about glory generation first. It's basically the Rune of Renown, a new rune for 0.5, which is a huge chunk of glory generation, and as well as the 3. So you have a few nodes here and here. So overall, I think it's more than 100% more glory generation, so I just need 500. Around 500, less than 500 to cast my Rampage. Okay, so how do we heal after casting Rampage? So that's where Invigorating Grandeur comes in. So Invigorating Grandeur says that it recovers 1% of your maximum life per glory. So both Walking Calamity and Rampage requires 50 glory. So every time you use it, it basically heals half your health.
I can't yet.
So, and aside from that, I have a lot of leech. So I have leech in my weapon and in my gloves. For another new toy for 0.5, we have Vestige of Darkness. Vestige of Darkness is a lot of synergy with Herald of Ice, which I feel is the superior herald out of all the heralds. So it makes all your physical damage contribute to chill and freeze buildup. So at the early game, you're gonna use it with Polterkin. When you're starting with the Prestige early game, I mean after you hit level 60, 65, you can wear Polterkin to help you with the Shatter, because at the start you don't have enough physical damage to instantly freeze everything. So most of all of the showcase I have here in this video, I'm still wearing this even on bosses, and I just realized that I don't need it after recording. So if I'm gonna estimate when is it a good time to take out first again, maybe if you have 100,000 average physical damage. So yeah, add this both up, and if it's add this both up and divide it by 2, and if it's 100, I think that's 100 is good enough for chill and freeze build up. I mean to freeze constantly. Okay, for the other equipment, so Warrior Invictus is just an easy way to cap my res, since I need a lot of suffixes for my attributes and leech. So I'd rather have a lot of leech. So yeah. Also, this new item from 0.5 is the amulets that has reservation skills. So I'm using Cast on Ailment, as you can see on the showcase, the start of the video and later. I'm basically using it for bosses. So generally, Rampage has the downside of Rampage is not good for bossing, so you have to put on another skill for bossing. But with this, or basically the moment it starts triggering repeatedly, you're jumping inside the boss. So your rampage is basically you're inside the boss rampaging, and at the same time triggering a lot of lightning warps. And lightning warps has Cull, so it makes you stick to the boss easier and like a burst of damage that you can see in the showcase. I think I can. An important note here is I think there's a bug with this item currently that it has a requirement. I think the bug part is it has a requirement. I don't think it's supposed to have a requirement because you're already sacrificing a slot as well as a suffix and a prefix. So the moment I take off ball lightning and lightning warp, I can't put it on unless I hit the int requirement. But once it's in, I just don't move it around, then it's gonna work fine. I don't have enough int for both of them, and as well as for the cast on ailment itself. But it's working fine. So I think the bug part is it has a requirement. Because every other equipment in the game that has a skill does not have a requirement because the requirement is built in on the item itself. So maybe that's the bug part. Hopefully that's the bug part. If ever the bug part is the gems working without you hitting the requirement, and the requirement is a must, and then we just need to put a lot more attributes, sacrifice maybe a few leeches or a few, I don't know, just to get more attributes. Let's go over the skills. For Rampage, I'm running Aftershock, Heavy Swing, basically standard damage, Zerphi's Infamy. Those three are the required for damage, and Aftershocks basically doubles your damage whenever it triggers. Vatir's Vengeance is a tech that people used to use with Lunar Assault. So whenever you freeze, you get a huge chunk of cold damage bonus. But I don't have a slot for, maybe I can drop pounds, but I don't want to add another button to the build, so I don't want to use the Lunar Assault for it. So I just put it on Rampage and it triggers while mapping. So when you're not mapping, you can swap out, when you're bossing, basically swap out Batter's Vengeance for Version, more damage. And you can swap out Hit and Run for Momentum. Hit and Run is just something I want to use because it boosts the startup time of my Rampage. And to be honest, sometimes it's not even that recognizable. Yeah. I just want to use it because I want to be fast. Okay, for the Ferocious Roar, it's standard gems, not much to it. I use efficiency. I think it does not affect the maximum life cost from Paquette's pack because this is a fixed 10% up to 30. I'm not sure, but I'm using it because of the mana cost. Okay, Walking Calamity is standard damage and prolonged duration. Pounce is just there to... I barely use this. I use it on boss sometimes if I don't miss the timing. But the only thing useful for here is Marcus Siphoning. So it helps with leeches again. Time of Need is very useful because we're chunking our health whenever we cast, so sometimes it times perfectly, as well as I like the curse, basically the pseudo immunity for curse and ailments. So this is on Time of Need is on both weapon sets, And War Banner is on weapon set 1. So War Banner activates whenever we shout. What I discovered with this is the glory generation counts even if I'm attacking on my weapon set 2 with Rampage. So it's still generating glory. So I can cast it anytime. And the main purpose of War Banner is you can that bonus damage whenever you're bossing or whenever you get to the boss. But what I found is it heals my life completely. It synergizes very well with Invigorating Grandeur because 100% maximum life. Because it requires 200 glory. You're cutting it by half with the rest is passion. So whenever I cast it, I basically heal back to full. So whenever I'm in a pinch, rather than topping my life bar, I just tap our banner. It's almost always up during mapping. Yeah, so these are just bonuses effects that I have. Her declaration, I just dropped this and might as well use it. I have the spirit for it, so I might as well use it. Not necessarily, but I mean not required for the build, but it's very good. So yeah, War Banners on weapon set 1, Herald Devices on weapon set 2 alone because you just use it for clear. Berserk as well is on weapon set 2.
I can't yet.
Because you can see here that Berserk is draining a lot of our life. So whenever you're not comfortable, you're not leeching, you're not healing, just shout once and it deactivates the Berserk. So you're gonna start healing again because our banner has Vitality. Overwhelming Presence is something maybe you can drop if you don't have a lot of reservation. But I found it useful because because of two things. It aids with your freezes and chill magnitude as well as stuns. So I feel that without Overwhelming Presence, my clear diminishes because I'm not instantly freezing everything. This entire thing, this entire section of the skill tree, is just for speed. Except for this small thing, but you can actually bypass this and just go here. Saves you like 1 point. But all of these is just for movement speed. I have Gem Enthusiast, so don't mind the shred and maul. It's basically just to hit the Gem Enthusiast requirement. Okay, so this entire thing is just for speed. If you're not comfortable, I mean, if you're still not comfortable with your damage and survivability, you can drop the speed nodes and maybe go here for armor, and actually you have a lot of good nodes cluster here for damage as well as channeling supports. And this Ancient Ages is really good. You can if you drop this part of the tree, you're not gonna have iron reflexes, so you can just lean into armor and energy shield for your defenses and just go Ancient Ages, and yeah, that's a viable route. I just want to be fast. That's why I grab most of this because I don't think I'm squishy enough. I mean, I'm tanky enough for what I'm doing right now, but if I start doing 200 daily, let's see. If I start doing 200 daily, then maybe I want to go the ES. Sorry, the armor ES route. Let's see. But right now, I'm having fun with this. I'm fairly fast.
I'm not ready.
So I have 55 movement speed. Yeah, I have 55 movement speed whenever I'm just rampaging. That's most of it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. If you have any suggestions, because I don't think I built this perfectly. So if you have any suggestions, I can improve this. Just feel free to comment as well. And that's it. Thank you, and good luck.
I need more time.
There was an Arbiter of Divinity, and you killed it? Why would you do that? Are you trying to destroy the world? Oh, you deserve that one.
Hidden treasures serve no one. Wait, creature!
The rivers shall run red.
I'm not ready!
I am unyielding.
I need more time! Back to the deep! I need more time. No challenge.
You must be out of your mind.
I can't yet. I'm not ready.
The fourth edict already burns for your world. Her only salvation is written in ash. Let fear of the void
Surely, this will make a difference. I can't yet.